My name's Kiani Priddle and I will be doing my video assisting healthcare of animals. I've just got my notes here so I don't forget any points. So I observe the animal behaviour prior to capture. So I can see Stella's nice and relaxed. She's not caring. She's been here plenty of times before, so she knows the place and knows all the stuff, but you still need to be really cautious. So I've discussed capture plans with my supervisor prior to the video. So my role is to take Stella safely out of her cage. I'm going to check her heart rate and her capillary refill time and give her her next guard. So I can do this role on my own, but my supervisor is on standby in case I need a hand as well. Good girl, Stella. Come on. Good girl. Do you want to come out? Good girl. Good girl. So I can see Stella was wagging her tail and she was very keen to come out. Good girl. Good girl. So I need to double check that the right patient and the right cage card. So I've got Stella, a tan staffy that weighs about 20 kilos. Okay, so I can see I've got the right patient. Good girl, sit. Good dog. So now I'm going to take Stella's heart rate. So I'm going to use a stethoscope and place it on her heart. I'm going to see how many beats in 15 seconds and then times that by 4 to get the heart rate of how many beats per minute. Good girl. Okay, so Stella's heart rate was 25 beats for the 15 seconds, so we timed that by 4, which makes 100. So I just make sure I record that on her cage chart. And I'm also going to check her capillary refill time and mucous membrane colour. So we gently lift the gums and press down on her gums. And it takes less than 2 seconds to return to a normal colour. So I'm just going to record that as well. And her gum is a nice salmon pink colour, which is normal as well. Good girl. So some common indicators of an animal being stressed or sick could be panting, not eating or drinking, excessive noise, so barking, crying. It could also be the other way and the animal could be depressed, not toileting, vomiting or diarrhea. So it's important to fill in the cage chart every time you do something with the animal. That way other staff can see what's being recorded as well, and it keeps a good record of the patient. Okay, so Stella's not actually due for any medication, so I'm going to just pretend to give her a next guard. So I've already prepared a mimic of a next guard. Good girl. So I've got it ready in my hand, so I'm going to make sure I have some gloves for PPE. Good girl. Yes, Stella. You sit. Good girl. Stella, sit. Good girl. Sit down. Okay, so it's important to prepare the equipment beforehand. That way everything's ready to go and everything's on hand. Alright, so I'm just going to use this treat and pretend that it's a neck guard. So I would take it out of the packaging not until I'm ready to use it, so it doesn't get mixed up with anything else. Good job. Good girl. So I just used a liver treat instead of the neck guard because she's not actually due for any medications. Okay, so I make sure I also record, if it was going to be the next card, I would record that on her cage card as well. So I would say that I've given it, what time I've given it, and my initials. Good girl, just wait. Good dog. So now I'm finished with Stella and she can go back in her cage. Good girl, good girl, good dog. So I must ensure that I've done the lookup correctly so that animal can't get out of the cage. So once I'm finished with my gloves, I put them in the general waste and hang the lead back up. I need to make sure the patient's cage card goes back on its cage so no one gets confused. So once that information is put on the cage card, it also gets transferred to the RxWorks patient file. And then I just clean the area just with some general disinfectant. So that stays just on the ground for a few moments. And then I just clean it with some paper towel.